Our journey has ended completing some of the biggest logs a level 3 can complete. We now move on to the greatest grind so far that will require me to level up in combat. Welcome to the Extreme Collection log. So here we are over at Mage Bank, where we're not doing any form of logs in this area here. I'm basically here to get as many runes as possible from this guy, mainly the cosmic runes, because we are going to be working on the magic training arena. Now, I actually really want to do this log, not because of the bonus to Peaches, but to at least get a lot of good magic levels from completing this log. So at the moment we are starting at level 56 magic, so at the end I might be able to get myself into the 80s. It just depends on the amount of runes I need to get prior to trying to complete the log itself. So I'm going to be stuck in here for a while to get as many of the main runes that I need to get from, how do you say his name, Loondale? I think that's how you say his name. But before we actually do complete that, we do have 3 mystery boxes here that I completely forgot to complete. So we're going to go through and open these now, and hopefully we can get ourselves a Stale Baguette. So here's the first one. If we'll skip me again, casket, and a cabbage. We get an emerald out of that. Alright, well, still hunting for that Stale Baguette, but eventually it will come soon. So let me get my guys set up, ready to go to try and complete the magic training arena log. Again, I'm really hoping I get a lot of good magic levels, but me purchasing all the runes that I need is going to suck. So let's go into the room buying here, and I'll see you guys over at the mage training arena. The Magic Training Arena is a way for players to train their magic to get one of the sickest robes in the game. Within the arena there are 4 rooms that use different types of spells. The room to the south being the Telekinetic Theatre, the room to the east being the Creature Graveyard, the room to the west being the Enchanting Chamber, and the room to the north being the Alchemist Playground. The main runes they use for MTA are the Law runes, Nature runes, and Cosmic runes, so you better get a good stack of these before you start. Within the log there are a total of 11 items to collect, 1 being the spell for Bones to Peaches, 4 for the wand upgrades from beginner to master wand, 5 items for the complete set of Infinity, and finally the Mage's Book. For us to complete this log, we will be needing a lot of pizzazz points from each room, but at least we'll be getting a lot of magic experience. So the question for you guys, did you enjoy trying to get the Bones to Peaches spell? So here we are at the front of the magic training arena, and I'm pretty sure before we can actually start, we have to speak to this entrance guardian to let them know that we are new to the area. So once we do receive the hat, luckily enough, we actually don't need to continue to actually use the hat, because they actually came out with an update to say you don't need to actually bring it in with you into the area, so you don't have to wear it. You can just wear whatever you actually want. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave it into the bank for now, just in this place here. So if I have a look into the reward guardian, this is everything that we can purchase from the magic training arena. Now at the moment I don't have a lot of cosmic runes, and to be fair, sitting at the mage bank, I really can't be bothered trying to collect a lot of the cosmic runes. So I'm going to do something with the rewards guardian here, which I'm going to be using the enchantment room to, well, enchant some of the stuff there so I can get a lot of enchantment points. But also with those enchantment points here, I can actually purchase the cosmic runes from this area as well. So every 5 enchantment points I get is 1 cosmic rune. So I do believe if I am lucky enough, or if I'm smart enough actually, I can actually collect a lot of cosmic runes with the points within the enchantment room, plus get myself a good amount of magic experience. So I do want to see if I can possibly get maybe 68, level 68 magic just from doing the enchantment room alone. All I know is that I should have actually checked first. Give me one moment. But within that lovely little edit, for me to complete this room, I need roughly about 11,000 cosmic runes. So I might have to try and do a lot of buying again at the mage bank, but honestly it's worth it for me to try and go back there. But for now, I want to see if I can get myself possibly to level 68 magic just from doing the enchantment room alone. So let's go let's go straight into it, and let's see how many levels we can actually get. And actually, in this case, I want to see how many points I can get from using all 343 of these cosmic runes here. So let's get straight into it. So we are almost done with all the cosmic runes that we had to begin with, and I have found out literally for the last 50 of my cosmic runes or so that you can just pick up all 6 of the dragon stones within the area, hop worlds, you will not lose any of the dragon stones within your inventory, and you'll be able to collect the next 6 within the next world. So you'll be able to maximize the most out of the points, and then you can just AFK the enchantment process and then put all of the orbs into the hole to then get just more magic experience. Of course, you don't get more points, but because of the dragon stones being around, you actually do get a lot more points. So I'm going to continue trying this method out of just world hopping to get all the dragon stones, and then just keep going back and forth with the rewards guardian to get more of the cosmic runes, just so that I can get the most out of the cosmic runes and get as many mage levels as possible. Our end goal within the enchantment room is definitely get the points that we need, but mainly to get ourselves to level 68 magic, just purely doing this. So let's go over to the reward guardian and let's see how many of the cosmic runes we are able to get back. I should have just thought of this before. I have a calculator. I can just calculate how much more I'm going to be getting. So with me purchasing all these cosmic runes here, I can get myself a total of 376 cosmic runes. So I'm pretty sure in terms of the profit from me doing it incorrectly to begin with, I got myself about 33 more cosmic runes from when we first initially started. So I am going to keep trying this method out of just getting all the dragon stones, and we'll see how much more we can actually profit with the cosmic runes. But I think what I will try and do is go back to the mage arena and get myself a total of 1,000 cosmic runes, and then see how much we can profit with this method here. So let's make our way over back to the mage bank, and then we'll see how much more we can get with 1,000 of the cosmic runes using the diamond jewelry enchantment. So when we go to high alch this dragon stone, that is going to be level 60 magic, and oh, we get the twin fire flames. Well, sorry, you know what? It's 11:30 at night. I really should not be up this late because I actually do have work in the morning. So if you are enjoying the grind, make sure you do leave a like. And I'm trying to find proper words to end this, but you know what? I'm just going to end this clip here, and we're going to go on to the next one because I really need to go to bed. My God. And with this dragon stone, that is going to be the final one from the 1,000 cosmic runes that we used. And I'm actually curious because I haven't left the area, and I'm pretty sure you do get runes after you've done, you know, as much of this as possible. So let's see what runes we do get. So we get a lot of cosmic runes back, some blood runes, and some death runes. And you can see as well, I am using a other plugin. I think this is just the I think if you just type in the inventory, I'll put it on screen. You can basically see what you actually have for your inventory if you don't have it open. So I'm going to continue on with this method now because I should be able to get myself an extra 600 cosmic runes from this, and we're just going to keep pushing forward in hopes that we get, you know, all the cosmic runes that we need. If we do get to the point of the enchantment points, then that actually works out as well. So let's just keep pushing forward to use up as many of these cosmic runes as possible, get the levels that we need in order for us to complete this log. And with this enchantment here, that is level 65 magic. So when I go through to put these orbs into the hole here, that is level 50. Sorry, that's 68 magic. And the beauty of 68 magic is now I can enchant the dragon stone jewelry now, which means that I can actually start using this and make a bit of a profit from these dragon stones. But also as well, what I have figured out is that I've seen a couple of bots basically come into this area here. Most likely, and the majority of them are actually using the onyx jewelry enchantment, so then they can get more points when it comes to doing this, so they can get more cosmic runes. And I think what they do is that they get more cosmic runes and then they sell into the grand exchange, and then that's how their bot process goes. Because when you do this, you actually don't use any of your cosmic runes, basically. You gain cosmic runes, but you have to start off with some of them. So, if I was to go over to any of these piles here and I use the Dragonstone Jewelry enchantment, that gives me 5 points. And as we all know, the Reward Guardian, I think that's what it's called, if I was to go back to buy more of the cosmic runes, then that means that I actually I don't lose any points, and I still gain a little bit of points. So I'm pretty sure that with that being the case, coming here into MTA with at least 68 magic, and let's just say like 1,000 or 2,000 cosmic runes to begin with, you just don't lose any runes whatsoever. So you need a mud staff, or in my casing, using a earth staff and a tome of water, or you can use the opposite, which is the water staff and the tome of earth, and you can easily make some money, but you just get free magic XP. And honestly, that is actually pretty impressive, and it may be looked into in the future. But for now, I'm going to continue to now use Dragonstone Jewelry, because now I actually get 10 points per enchantment that I do here. So let's keep this going, and I might be able to get enough cosmic runes. I always get those two runes mixed up, no matter what. I'm going to keep it going here to get what I need, because we need to get ourselves 27,000 pizzazz points in the enchantment room, which means now, because of me using the Dragonstone Jewelry, all I need is about 2,750 cosmic runes altogether. So let's push this through, and let's get this room done. Let's get all the points that we need for the enchantment room. And once I enchant this Dragonstone, that is going to be level 70 magic. Once we go through with this final Dragonstone enchantment, that's 27,500 enchantment points completed within this enchantment room here. So now I never have to do this room again, and all I gotta do is make sure I don't actually spend these points by accident if I am to buy any of the other runes that are within the Reward Guardian. Now, I do have the three rooms left, which is Telekinetic, Alchemist, and Graveyard. And no, I'm not going to do what I literally just did there by camping the one room until I complete it. What we're going to try and do firstly is get everything we need for the Bones to Peaches. So we need 200 Telekinetic, 200 Graveyard, and then 300 Alchemist. So let's get ourselves sorted out to go through each of those rooms there and try to get ourselves the Bones to Peaches. I'll be real, like, this update towards the Telekinetic room has just been amazing, honestly. Like, look how much faster it is. Like, I just click, go. So usually you had to wait for the, I think you had to wait for your character to stop using the telegrab to then move. But now, once you just telegrab, you are able just to move immediately. So this room has become so much more faster, and I love this room so much for that. And again, I'm not going to try and get every single, every single point I need for this. So with this Maze Guardian being done, that's 200 of the Telekinetic. And now I can move on to the next room. So almost done with the alchemy room to get the points that we need. And honestly, this room is just so much better than what it was before. So all these doors always stay open. There's an option to take 5. Unfortunately, it's a secondary option, so I had to swap the left click on that one. And you can have as many of the gold as you want. There used to be like a cap of like only 10k, and then they have removed that gap. And I'm pretty sure once I deposit the coins, it will definitely be the points that we need for it. But you get a lot more magic XP, I think. So we're at 71 at the moment with 46k. What can we get from this once we deposit? 60,000 magic XP. Jeez, okay. Nah, that's actually very good for this room alone, because you are using a lot of nature runes as well. So for me to get that 300 was at 1,000 nature runes. So 60,000 divided by 1,000. It's like 60. Yeah, it's like 60 per. I think it's like 60 per 10 GP or 100 GP. I don't know. It's one of the two. But anyway, unfortunately, we do have a game update happening in 20 minutes, and the next room that we have, well, the last one before we can actually do the before we can actually get the bones to peaches is the graveyard room, and unfortunately we could possibly be taking damage in there, and I do not want to risk that. So I think what we'll do is that with these nature runes that I got, within my bank I do have a lot of alchemies in here, so I might as well try and get my GP back, and I might be able to get myself a green cash stack maybe. So with these nature runes that I have left and all of this rune I have in here, we might as well go through and alchol these and see how much GP we can get before the game actually updates. So let's sort out this lovely bank tab here. So with the updates to the graveyard room, it is improved a lot. So now you don't take damage every time. Sometimes you just have the falling bones just happening everywhere, but you are able to dodge it, so you don't have to worry about taking any kind of damage. As well as, all I have to do is, well, this is the method where you get always a total of 20 points by collecting 4 of each of the bones that you get. So what's kind of cool is that, like, once I'm finished with this, I can just click the deposit option here, and then just click bones to bananas, and it just puts it straight in. So with that there, that is 200 points on the dot. I got very lucky with that one. And now we can make our way out of the graveyard room, and we can finally get our very first collection log for the magic training arena. So if I just quickly have a look to see if I can find magic training. Where has it gone? Where's magic training arena? There it is. I'm gonna make sure I actually take a screenshot, just because I may have not taken a screenshot of this for the for the thumbnail. Not for the thumbnail, sorry, for the editing. Okay, I'm not going to waste too much time on that. Okay, so once we trade with the rewards guardian here, we should be able to select the bones to peaches, and we can now confirm, and there we go. That is the bones to peaches spell. So now when I go through and do the graveyard room, I should be able to get more points, because now I've got peaches to use instead of bananas. So the next thing I want to try and get done, I was thinking about getting the Infinity set, but I just kind of want to rock the Valamor agility outfit for now. So I'm just gonna keep wearing this for now. So I think the first thing I'm gonna try and get is the wands. So we should be able to get from beginner all the way over to the master wand. So I think I may just try and stack out the points, but I'll have a bit of fun with it and just kind of go like one at a time until I get the master wand done. So let's sort it out. Pretty sure I got enough points here so I can get the beginner wand. There we go. So let us confirm for the beginner wand. And also as well, I just got 300 total of the collection logs completed. I'm now on the iron rank. I'm pretty sure if I go to the overview, there we go. So for me to get steel, I need to get to 500. So that's probably going to be taking me a bit of time there. But honestly, I'm completely fine with that. So at least we got the beginner one out of the way. It's literally just a stick with a leaf on the top of it. So we really need to upgrade this. So on to now the bamboo stick. So we got all the points we need to make our stick with a leaf into a bamboo shoot. So let us get the apprentice wand. And that one is out of the way, and now we can go. Actually, what does it look like? Like if I actually hold it, yeah, that's definitely just bamboo, man. Bro, when we're getting pandas into the game? I think no, I don't even think we even have pandas in this game. All right, so we're gonna go from bamboo shoot all the way to God knows what that is. So there is definitely a lot more points to be getting for this one. So let's try our best to get the teacher's wand now. So now we have all the points we need to get the teacher's wand, but I did put it into the bank here because I actually had to get more runes. So we got a lot more of it now. So I don't think we still would have enough, but it is what it is. So with every point that we need for the teacher's wand, let us confirm that. And lovely to see. Now we only got one more wand to go, and that will be the Master's Wand. And then we can move on to the Infinity set and the Mage's Book to then greenlog it. So we got a lot of points for us to go through. I almost missed this here. With me going through and alching this Adamant Medhelm, we have just hit level 75 magic. That is amazing just from this alone for me to get to that level. And also as well, Definitely, if you want to get some quick beginner magic levels and experience, definitely come into here, because putting the coin straight into the coin collector, you get a ton of experience when you try to do all this. So now we got everything we need to upgrade our teacher wand, and we can now select the master wand, confirm that, and there we go. The funny thing is now is that the collection log for the magic training arena is basically the same as my mains right now. My main has not even done the majority of these here. So this account's going to overtake the main when it comes to actually doing the magic training arena. So eventually I'm going to have to try and get that completed on that account as well. But there is the master wand done. So in the future, when we possibly have to completely green log the Chambers of Xeric, this is going to have to become the Kodai wand. So at least we got the Master Wand out of the way. So when we get the Kodai insignia, then we can make that Kodai wand there. So now we need to move on to the next one, and it's either going to be the Infinity set or maybe the book. So we'll have a look at the points that we need to get, and we'll just go from there. So after a while being stuck in all four of those rooms there, especially the Alchemist and Telekinetic, I hate both of those. We should have enough points to get one of the other items that isn't the Infinity set at the moment, which is going to go straight for the Mage's book, because that's like the most expensive. There we go. So we now have the Mage's book. Unfortunately, I can't use it within the room because I need the Tome of Water and the Tome of Fire. So I might as well continue the trend of going with the most expensive, and we'll go to the very cheapest, and you would not have any idea of what is actually the most cheapest item out of the Infinity set. So let's get the most expensive and make our way down. So once we go through to grab the Rift Guardian, not the Rift Guardian, the Telekinetic Guardian, whatever his name is, Maze Guardian, that's what it is. That is level 80 magic, and cool, I can hold the Kodai now, and level 65 combat. So I would have initially gotten the next item, which is one of the affinity sets, but honestly, all I'm using is all the lore runes and all the nature runes. So I think with me using up all these lore runes here, I should get all of the telekinetic points I need to get all of the infinity outfit. And then all I have to do is just buy a ton of the nature runes, and then we should be done with the mage training arena. So hopefully I'm not using up a lot of these, but I'm definitely going to have to go back and buy some more lore runes so I can teleport around the game. So let's keep going, and then we can work on the last two rooms. So this is going to be the last of the telekinetic rooms, so I don't need to do this one anymore. So that is the last time I need to do that, and at least I know now that with the laws I have left, I definitely should have... Oh wow, it was exactly 3,000, jeez. I definitely have enough to teleport around the game now. So the only thing I need to wear is this Earth Staff and the Tome of Fire, and we have the rest of the Alchemy and the Graveyard to complete. Let's get it done. So fun little story, as we're making our way over to get our first Infinity piece, my mic decided to break, and on the flimsiest part to actually hold it up with the boom arm. So I actually had to go and get myself a new microphone, just because, well, I've been using the other one for about 6-7 years, and it did very well, and now we have this new one. So again, if I sound different, well, that's because it's a new microphone. So with this done, so we got our alchemy points and our graveyard points, and we did stack up all our telekinetic. So we can get our first item. I'm pretty sure this was going to be the Infinity Bottoms, so let's purchase that. And there is our first Infinity piece. So I'm going to start actually wearing these Infinity sets now, Infinity pieces now, as we gradually remove the Graceful set. So let's move on to the next Infinity item. With the Alchemy room out of the way, we are now making our way back over to the Rewards Guardian so we can get ourselves the next piece of Infinity, and that is going to be the Infinity Top. Beautiful. Alright, so we have 3 more pieces to go, which is just the hat, the gloves, and the boots, and I'm pretty sure now the hat is going to be the next one, and there's definitely going to be a lot of alchemies there. Oh well, let's just keep going. With the alchemy and the graveyard rooms completed once more, we can now get one of the next items for the Infinity set, so that is going to be the Infinity Hat. Awesome, so now I actually look a lot better. We actually look like a proper mage, so Now we only got 2 more of the items to go, which is the gloves and then the boots. And if you want to know which one is actually the cheapest out of the 2, it's the boots. Boots are somehow cheaper than the gloves. That doesn't make any sense because no one really uses the gloves. Everyone uses the boots though. So we're going to have to try and get the gloves and then we finish off with the boots. I decided to just get this room out of the way. So there's all the points we need to get the boots and the gloves within the graveyard room. And now we just have to finish off with the alchemy room. Okay, looks like I'm going to get myself my second lucky inkling. So huge shout out to Cheek here. And unfortunately, again, we're not opening these lucky inklings. We are holding on to them until we do complete the beginner, beginner clue scroll. So huge thanks to this guy here. So let me tell you something about this lucky inkling here, okay? I was in the alchemy room. So I was waiting to get all the points that I needed for me to get the gloves and the boots, right? Now, what I failed to realize is that if you were to leave the alchemy room without actually putting the GP into the little deposit box there, you basically just lose it. I almost had a bit of a heart attack there. And then I had a look at my alchemist points is at 255. So I got very lucky there for me just leaving the room without actually putting the money in. So since I actually did that, let's go and buy ourselves the infinity gloves. So now all I need to do is just get all of the alchemy points I need for me to get the boots. And then we are completely done with the magic training arena. So with this high alchemy on the rune longsword, that is 9,000 GP that is required for us to put into the coin collector. We're very close to getting 84 magic, but that's alright there because we got all the pizzazz points that we need for us to get our final item, which is the infinity boots. So we might as well take off our graceful boots and we must as well take off the infinity robe bottom as well because you can't really see the boots when you got this robe bottom on. So if I quickly just have a look into the collection log here, let's have a look at Magic Training Arena. It's just the boots that we need. So let us go through and select the boots, click Infinity Boots, and there we go. We are officially done with the Magic Training Arena. I actually never thought I would ever complete this log, even on the main, because it's so annoying to be in this area. But the best thing with this is that they have updated it. It is definitely worth doing, and if you want really quick and easy magic experience without having to waste a whole bunch of cosmic runes, this is definitely the way to go. So thank you to the boys from Task who came in. Well done, Chaos. Thank you, Task, and thank you, Saf. You guys are awesome. So now the beauty is that with the next log we're going to be completing, we don't have to stay in one area. We just go to one location, do what we need to do with them, and then we travel around the game. So let's sort the account so we can work on our next collection log.